Yo, what's going on, man? It's your man's Facts, man. Welcome to Facts Nation. Salute to the whole factory in the chat. Salute to the Facts Listen, all the members, man. Hey, I already know what everybody thinking, man. Some of the people who already subscribed and some of y'all who saw the thumbnail and just click, like, let me see what this nigga talking about. The charges will be dropped. I bet you it's clickbait. It's not clickbait. I'm gonna tell y'all why, man. The first thing we gonna do, because I ain't gonna waste your time, we gonna get straight to it. Let me take care of a few things. Let's do this disclaimer when we talk about stuff like this. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. We got to do that. Y'all know it's YouTube. Y'all know how they do, man, these days. All right, man, let's get straight to it. So right out the gate. So the first thing I want to do, hold on, let me let y'all see the hoodie. So I got a hoodie, right? Got a hoodie that say respectfully. Shout out to my man's Top Floor Loot. Shout out to Top Floor Mars, the whole top floor, whatever, man. That's what the TF is, man. Hold on, let me go right there to TF, top floor. If y'all want to get one, Top Floor Loot. LUT is the loot, how you spell the loot, or whatever like that. The reason why I picked this sweater to wear today is because I'm doing this blog respectfully. I know a lot of people passionate about their artists, where they from. Shout out to the whole Texas. Shout out to the whole Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, everywhere, man, all through Texas, man. Shout out everybody there. I'm never gonna mean any disrespect, man, to Mo 3, RIP Mo 3. I'm never gonna mean any disrespect to Yella Beezy or whatever, man. It's just, I'm breaking down this case and what's going on, and I actually got a positive outlook on it instead of like everybody else. Oh, he cooked. So I don't have a side, I don't have a dog in the fight or whatever. We're gonna start off with that. All right. So now let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Let's break down this case that everybody says so strong and they know what's going on because y'all jump to conclusions, and I'm about to tell y'all why this not clickbait. So first, out the gate, man, we got Dallas native, man, Dallas rapper, Yella Beezy, indicted not too long ago, man. He been charged with capital murder, man. He been accused of ordering a hit on the other Texas rapper Mo 3, RIP Mo 3, or whatever. So that's what's going on. Recently, Yella Beezy was set with a $2 million bond. He had a hearing where his grandma pulled up. She pulled up, hit the stand. His grandma was a former clerk in Dallas County, also, whatever, which I'm sure helped. Not saying that it was any foul play or nothing like that, but she know how everything worked, and she really got up on the stand and did her thing. Let it be known he can't afford this $2 million. You know what I'm saying? He can't afford this $2 million to get out or whatever, man. He might go afford something else. I think it should be reduced. And she also spoke positive on his character. Um, After that, the judge decided to bring the bond down from $2 million to $750,000 or whatever like that. Yella Beezy, boom, right out in that morning. All right, so I'm just bringing the people up to speed who might not know the whole story. All right, so we there now. So everybody is saying, well, they got the shooters, they got the evidence. He cooked. Is he gonna run? What he gonna do? But the reason why the judge took that bond down from 2 million to 750,000 was because the prosecution's evidence was so flimsy and weak. Y'all got to think he being charged with capital murder. It don't get no worse than that. It don't get no worse when the feds swoop in and get you, when the state could go swoop in and get you or whatever, and either one of them charge you with murder. And then it's state. So they ain't really trying to hear nothing, right? So that's punishable by life in prison and or the death penalty. So look, right? For that to be the case and her to bring that bond down because of lack of evidence, that's telling. And that's gonna be part of how I break this case down and tell y'all why the charges will be dropped. And it won't even make it through trial. And if it just so happened to make it to trial and all the way through, why he gonna be found not guilty? And I feel like pretty easily. So let's start with what they do get. Let's start with what they got, y'all. We gonna start with the shooters that they say that they have that they secured for the murder of Mo 3. Let's
A
go.
month later, when homicide detectives arrested a 22-year-old believed to be responsible for Mo3's murder, and that person was Kiwan White. He actually was taken into federal custody for possessing a firearm by a convicted felon, but also charged with murder. Kiwan ended up pleading guilty on the gun charge and is currently serving a 9-year sentence, but that murder charge is still open.
All right, so I want y'all to pay attention. They say who we believe to be the shooter, and they arrested him. Kiwan White, also key thing to remember. He pleaded guilty to his gun charges, which is separate. That's a Fed case that's separate from the Mo 3 murder. So he hasn't been convicted. They not saying he is for sure the shooter. They saying it's believed to be the shooter. So he's not doing time for that. He's doing 9 years right now or whatever. So they have Kiwan White, Let me put his picture up here so y'all could know who we talking about. We're gonna talk about. We're about to break all this down. We got Kiwan White. They got him, and then also they arrested somebody else about 5 months later or so, or something like that. Don't quote me on that time or whatever, but they arrested a second shooter.
Mo3's murder. Then another arrest was made 5 months after the shooting. So this is April of 2021. Devin Maurice Brown was also indicted on murder. Devin reportedly contacted a witness multiple times trying to find where Mo3 was on the day of the shooting. According to police, records show numerous calls between Devin and Kiwan on the day before the shooting and the day of. But Kiwan reportedly denied he even knew Devin or had any association with him.
All right, so now they got a second shooter allegedly. Devin Brown, Kiwan White, Devin Brown. I don't know what's up with the colors, last names, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they reportedly got 2 shooters. They not for sure, but they believe these to be the shooters. Kiwan White is saying, I don't even know this nigga. I don't care that y'all got records of our phones calling each other or something like that or whatever. I don't know this nigga or whatever. All right, so this is what they got so far. Also, Yella Beezy took out 40 bands days after the murder of Mo3 or whatever. And they talk about that in the courtroom. I got a couple videos to show pieces of those proceedings that is key to why this case won't work. Why I'm telling y'all that my title is not clickbait. Let's go through. We're gonna get through. We just want to get through the facts, and then I'm about to break this shit apart. Just bear with me.
These records would show that the defendant drew $40,000 in the days following the murder of Melvin Noble. And for the record, that was a cash withdrawal. These records would correspond to the exact amount which the state's witness would testify to.
All right, so they confirming that they do have a record of Yella Beezy pulling out $40,000 cash days after the Mo3 shooting. And their state witness. This is when they let everybody know we have a state witness. We do have a witness. The state's witness will let y'all know this exact amount. They also speak more on it right here. This key, this crucial right here. I need y'all to pay attention.
The state's witness will testify to the amount of money that was to be paid for the murder. A state's witness will testify to the individuals responsible for the payment. That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment.
I hope y'all caught that. That's going to be key. Let me play the last video in the courtroom, and then let's break this shit down.
A state's witness will also testify to the individual who would receive this payment. The state's witness will testify that Kiwan White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment, who was originally indicted in State's Exhibit number 1.
All right. So let's go over what they got real quick. They got 2 alleged shooters. They got record of Yella Beezy pulling out $40,000 days after the Mo3 shooting. They have a state witness who's willing to say, well, I know the exact amount that he was going to pull out of there and what he was going to do with it and who it was going to go to and for what. They got that. And motive. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that they have motive because of the back and forth with Yella Beezy and Mo3, the diss tracks. Mo3 allegedly being the one that shot up Yella Beezy when Yella Beezy got shot 8 times in a highway shooting and so whatever. All right, so this is what they got. Now I want y'all to pay attention to something. They have to connect Yella Beezy and that 40,000 that he pulled out. They have to connect that to this. He's charged with capital murder on a hit for hire. So you have to connect him to this. Keep that in mind. Now the shooters that they saying they believe to be. Kiwan White did an interview. I won't say the name of the people he did the interview with because if I'm being honest, man, that shit was terrible. All the comments say it was terrible, and I'm not trying to look like I'm hating on them or nothing like that, but it was a terrible interview. But shout out to them for getting the interview with Kiwan White, why he's in the federal penitentiary. So look what he had to say when they asked him, you know, people saying you did it. Look what he said.
They think you did it.
All right. Now the audio ain't that good. He was calling from in prison. We ain't gonna talk about the interview or whatever. But he said, I ain't do it. And the way that he said it, y'all gonna look up that interview. He was like, I ain't do it. It's a million ways to do things. Like, I ain't do it. I know who did it. It's almost like he itching he want to take credit for it, but he said, I ain't do it. And he said, I don't got no neck tattoos. Let's go to the picture. See, I don't got no neck tattoos, which it's a viral picture going around in the video of the shooting. or whatever. They're showing that the shooter had a neck tattoo. I ain't got no neck tattoos, and he said I damn sure ain't that skinny and I ain't that tall or whatever. So he's denying that he. Let's go. I need to play something else first. Let me do this.
You in jail for guns?
All right. So he's saying I'm in jail for guns. Again, he's doing 9 years for gun charges. So he's denying I'm not the shooter. That's not me on that footage everybody talking about. I don't care that everybody saying it's me. And he was asked, it's the last one I got of him from that interview. He was told people out here feel like you the shooter, that you did it. They saying you did it. And this is his response. All right. Now I know the audio ain't the greatest, man, and y'all could just confirm what I'm saying. He's saying by going to go look at the interview. But he's saying people say that I did a lot of things. But it's about what the government, the courts, and what the jury and what the jury gonna say in trial. So he got his mind set on going to trial. He's not admitting saying I'm doing that. He's saying that's not me. All the evidence saying that that's not me. He's aware of the picture, obviously, because he know about the neck tattoo enough to say that I don't got that neck tattoo. I'm damn sure not that skinny, and I ain't that tall. He actually said in the interview he was 5'8" or whatever. So their alleged shooter is saying it's not me. They don't have enough evidence to say it's him. They don't have enough evidence to say it's him. It's speculation right now. They're saying alleged shooter. So we got him right here, obviously, without the neck tattoo. And then the other person that they arrested, obviously, he don't got the neck tattoo and he don't have the complexion. So whether or not he's in the car and we don't know he's in the car or whatever other role he may or may not have played or whatever, we know he's not the shooter in this picture right here. Not only that, if y'all remember, I played a recording of Kiwan saying, I don't even know this nigga. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't care what records they got of him calling my phone or my phone calling his phone. I don't know the nigga or whatever. So you don't have a set shooter. You can't even really place the person that y'all arrested or the people y'all arrested there. Unless the Devin guys go admit that he was there or something, whatever, but obviously he's not in the footage. So you don't have that. Now let's go to this. I want y'all to pay attention to something.
A state's witness will testify to the amount of money that was to be paid for the murder. A state's witness will testify to the individuals responsible for the payment. That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment.
All right. He said individuals, plural. He was one of the individuals, meaning more than one, and he was responsible for a portion of the payment that the state witness is going to say they know how much the hit was for, how much Yella Beezy was supposed to pay, his portion, meaning it was somebody or other people who was responsible for the full payment for the hit. So all y'all running around there saying, man, it was a 40,000 bounty on Mo3 here. Y'all not listening. Y'all get so excited. Y'all hear like one half of a sentence and put a period in there and don't listen to the rest. It's individuals that this person is saying. There's more than one person who's saying put in on the hit. So let's just say Yella Beezy put in 40 and somebody else put in 40 or two people put in 20 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The case may be it's other people according to them. And that when what they say they state witness going to testify to. So we got individuals. So now you got Yella Beezy pulled out 40,000. The state witness is saying, well, I know why he pulled out that 40,000. And I know what it was going towards and who else was putting money in on it. Also, hold on, let's play this.
The state's witness will also testify to the individual who would receive this payment. The state's witness will testify that Kiwan White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment.
Now, boom. Kiwan White was the one to receive the payment is what the state witness go say that they saying. And this is their evidence, the prosecution evidence. Real quick, let me play this real quick. That's the only part I need to say. He said I ain't do it. We go to this picture again. They're not going to be able to say this him definitively with beyond a reasonable doubt. And when he said I ain't do it, it's a million ways to do things. This is what I'm going to guess is what's going on. Potentially could be going on. Yes, he probably received the payment. If that's the case at all. I'm just hypothetically. He received the payment. Let's just say Yella Beezy had 40, two people had 20, another person had 40, so it's 80 bands. He tell whoever that nigga is in the picture or whoever else, I got 10 bands apiece for y'all if y'all go get the job done. I got 20 bands for y'all. They get the job done, he paid them 20, he got 60 in his pocket, or however much it was. I'm looking at it like it could be that. But the fact that they arrested him and say he the shooter, and that's what's gonna get him out. That's what's gonna get him off. Because they not saying that he murdered for hire, that he orchestrated nothing. They saying he did it. So if this what y'all putting on, okay, we're gonna be able to disprove that easy because that ain't me. And if that's all y'all got, and I know I didn't do it, so I know y'all ain't got my prints on no weapon or no nothing like that. He actually might have had the pistols that he gave the actual shooters because he in the feds for guns, 9 years. So he known for having the pistols. He might have told them, listen, I got 20 bands, got a couple pistols, go pick them up for such and such. Won't go take care of business. I got y'all. It could be something like that. That would make more sense. So he seemed confident. He writing music. He said he designing jewelry while he in the locked up or whatever. He ready to get out. He ready to be free. So he don't plan on saying he did it, and it don't look like they could prove that he did it. So it looked like they charged him and couldn't get the information or didn't get the right information. So far they got Yella Beezy pulling out 40,000. The state witness saying, well, I know what he pulled it out for. He was putting in on the hit for Mo 3, and we had to give it to Kiwan. Boom, the investigation going to a screeching halt at that point. Because it don't look like they could connect Kiwan to being the shooter. And if Kiwan ain't the shooter, it don't matter that y'all gave Kiwan some money. Because if y'all can't prove that he connected to the actual murder and he get off, then what that leave Yella Beezy? He can't be connected to it. He can't get found guilty for capital murder if they can't even connect the person that they saying shot it or receive the money, because that's the money is what they trying to use to connect him. If that didn't get the job done. Boom, it's cooked right there. Then also, hold on, because I got something else. When the prosecution, y'all know what the police do, right? Whether it's the state or whether it's the feds or whatever, and Yella Beezy with the states right now. When they charge you, they try to drain your funds so you can't fight the case. They try to drain all your bread. So they put it up $2 million bond. The fact that they didn't have enough evidence for the judge to uphold that for capital murder and her reasoning because the evidence was flimsy, that means I don't believe it's a recording of Yella Beezy. I don't believe the state they got anything more than that state witness. Because if they did, they would have used that. Judge, we got a recording of him admitting it. Judge definitely not reducing no bond if they giving him a bond at all. So this look like that's all they got. What it look like they doing, y'all know Yella Beezy, self-proclaimed, rolling 60s. They just pushing a button on everything. They've been doing this investigation for about 5 years. And okay, we can't get nothing else. Let's just push the button and see what happens. It's a high profile case, get some notoriety or whatever, and see if we could get something to stick. We got somebody who's willing to talk, try to connect it. We got the 40 bands. We got the guy talking. Let's see what happens. We already got a guy locked up. Let's see if we can work something with him. It look like they just pushing the button on everybody. Y'all see what's up with Big U, Brick Baby, all of that situation. Y'all see Lil Durk. Y'all saw Young Thug go through what he went through or whatever. It looked like they just pushing the button just to apply pressure, just to let everybody know, listen, we out here, we see what y'all doing, we paying attention to what y'all doing, and y'all not just gonna be able to do it freely. Y'all gonna have to spend some money to fight this shit, or y'all gonna have to spend some time in prison. But there is no direct connection to Yella Beezy to that murder. Y'all cannot connect him. Where's it? Y'all cannot connect him to this. This is not Kiwan. They can't prove that it's Kiwan. All the evidence points that it's not Kiwan. So how they go connect Yella Beezy to that? Because the state witness, according to the prosecution, y'all can rewind and play it again or go look at the footage. Our state witness is going to tell y'all the exact amount that Yella Beezy was coming with, why he was coming with it, who he was putting the money in with, and who we were supposed to give the money to, which was the Kiwan white nigga. So I don't feel like they got a case. I don't think they got a case at all. I think they just press the button. Let's see what's gonna stick. And I think Yella Beezy gonna walk free. I don't think he see another day locked up, at least for this, not for this, unless he do something else, which I hope he not that stupid. So that's why I feel like it's not clickbait. If y'all feel like I'm reaching, and I just wasted 20 minutes of y'all time, tell me in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Go off. If y'all feel like, damn, I ain't even think about it like that. Oh, I thought it was just 40,000 or whatever. I didn't hear him say individuals. It was just a portion of the payment on his head. Damn, that's some good shit. Facts. Okay, I like this nigga. Hit subscribe. Hit the like button. And then come back and also leave in the comments something else y'all might want me to break down, man, as far as like the big youth situation or whatever else. I do music reviews, all of that stuff like that too. I appreciate y'all checking me out. Everybody who already subscribed, y'all already know how we get down, man. It's the Facts Nation. Salute to y'all. Salute again to the Facts List, all the members. Salute to the factory. That's what we call the chat over here, man. So anybody that get in the comments, even on pre-recorded videos like this, you officially part of the factory. And shout out to my guys, Top Floor, man, for the respectfully hoodie. Make sure y'all go follow Top Floor Loot. That's Top Floor, TOPFLOOR. LUT, man, on IG or whatever, man. He'll get you together, man. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all checking the video out, man. Y'all let me know what's up in the comments, man. Salute, man.